BIGO journey. 4.5 months after I became a host. We've all done it. Listen, I believe most of us that have been on the app look different. It's because my head is upside down. Cody 80 said that, had me cracking up. 4 months later, I started Bear City. Had no intention on starting a family. Zero. In fact, when I got to the app, my agent was like, "You never know, thank you. You might want to start your own family. You might want an agency." I said, no. I just want to stream. Next thing you know, Bay City created. Next thing you know, my agency was created, and here we are. I'm not swole. It's just a shirt. It's a blow-up shirt. There's actually a thing right here. I just blow into it, and it makes my shirt look bigger. And I push the button before I go to bed, and I get skinny. It's just a shirt. Okay, what are my goals for 2022? To get through January of 2022. We take BIGO SpongeBob muscles. That's right. Squeeze me out and get all like deformed and shit. Don't squeeze me out though. That's reserved. Okay. So BIGO is a month by month app. BIGO makes so many changes. I just said that. I just said changes. Let's pause, delete, edit, cut. We're gonna go back. BIGO makes changes every day, it seems like. So y'all leave me alone. No, I told y'all keep me alive, so keep me alive. The intention is to grow every month, which we try to do. Hold on, Natalia. It's not bring people up time yet.
It's going to be a couple hours.
I look adorable with glasses. If you're a boy, don't ever say that again. But because you said it one time, I'm just going to say thank you. If you're a female, keep the compliments rolling. But I mean, if that's your thing, you know what? We're just going to, okay. So yeah, every month we just want to, progress. And BIGO is definitely like a roller coaster. There's ups, downs, there's loops. There's always like something happening, popping out. So if you're weak at heart, either work on it or, get off of this surfboard because there's waves. And if you don't know how to ride waves, you will not be happy or BIGO. How do I manage BIGO work and life? I believe why I can't get ripped. I've been eating burgers all day. That was a joke, y'all. Thank you. I actually had a burger today. I had a Five Guys burger and fries and a milkshake. Don't tell that at home. He got money. He got money. Okay. How do I balance? How do I manage? Balance is everything, right? Balance is everything. I see so many people when I wake up. When I wake up, people are streaming on BIGO, and then you'll open the app 5-6 hours later, and you'll see that person is still on BIGO. And then before I go to bed, I will see that the same person is still on BIGO. You're living in an alternate reality. You have to have balance. Ideally, you want to do more than the 2 hours. because for some of us that do this full time, like Blue and I, we're full time BIGO. This is what we do. It's very, very important to have balance. We both have children. We both have children that we are very active in their lives. So balance is everything. What's up, everybody coming in? Okay, so this is to the family of the panel. The question is, what are the family's responsibilities? We're going to pass this one to Baby Blue.
Hello, I'm Baby Blue. For whoever doesn't know me or hasn't met me yet, feel free to come by and say hello and introduce yourself. I am Mama Bear and help run the family with Bam. So my responsibility, thank you, pretty, would be to basically take care of the members. If that's emotional or whatever, if they need advice. And I help Bam if people have questions and Bam's not available, or if the admin chat has questions and Bam's not available, I'm there to answer questions, to help people learn how to grow further in the family, how to raise their combat points and just kind of rank up on the family prestige board. Now, as a general consensus for family members with their responsibilities, I mean, the biggest thing that anyone can do to help their family is to send family gifts. It doesn't matter if you are doing the greatest episode of your entire life. If you're not sending or receiving family gifts, you're not going to help your family. So that's one of the biggest things I would say for the family members to do. Another thing would be signing up for PKs and attending other people's PKs, not just sharing your own and expecting everybody to show up. So things like that. And really it's really very simple when it comes down to black and white. Just sending and asking for family gifts, doing the PKs, supporting your family members. If you want to get to know your family members, make sure you're going into those people's streams, introducing yourself. If you're new to the family, a lot of people aren't going to notice right away. They're not going to come to your stream right away and be like, hey, hi, welcome. Sometimes it takes a little of that footprint to go and meet people and make those connections yourself. That's really all I have right now. What would you have to piggyback off of that, Fierce?
No, there's too many questions. We'll go to the next one.
Oh, we're going to a different question.
We're going to go to the next question.
Oh, okay.
Actually, this could be a question for me, but I'm going to give it to Fierce. How is leadership positions set up in the family?
I mean, we have you and Blue are the family leaders, and then we have admin, but we don't have like a lot of families have like different responsibilities and set like different sorts of titles, and we don't do that in our family. So we basically have Mama Bear, Papa Bear, admins, and all the cubs.
Yeah. She pretty much hit the nail on the head. I see a lot of families have all these different titles, and they really just make things way more complicated than it needs to be. It's not that serious. It's really not. Mm-hmm. So yes, I do have my right hand Baby Blue, and then I have my people that are closely with me, Fierce, Cola, Ali, of course, and Go's not an admin, but Go has been with us for quite some time, and he is, what's that echo coming?
Echoing all of a sudden.
Let's go. He's the most active male, I guess I should say, in the family, and not probably, but the closest. Jack Crispy is pretty close. So I would say like him and Jack Crispy are the two closest males to me. So thank you, HBIC. So I'm gonna give this one to go. How do we maintain a large family?
Um, basically, to maintain a large family, it's I guess word of mouth and what we represent and what we stand for. I mean, every family has its own identity, and we, you get a ram of people that who have the same thought process, who are affiliated with you, who wants to move like you, and you know, we keep a large family because our reputation. I mean, everybody wants to join Bear City. They see that Bear City. I'm not saying we're the only good family, only large family, but I know I go to people's rooms and they say, "Oh, you're in Bear City. That's that big good family." So I guess it's mostly reputation of how our family moves and moves on the app. So
Thank you.
that's what I would say.
Yes, absolutely. Go mute yourself here. We gotta get him some AirPods.
Oh, AirPods. Hold on.
Thank you, Evie. Oh yeah, now let me put them in.
Mute
After
yourself
the
in the
fact.
meantime, bro.
I don't never
Echo's
use these
killing me.
things. I don't know.
Oh, for multis, they're essential. Yeah, they
All
are.
right, so maintaining a large family. There's nothing that we do to specifically maintain the amount of people that we have. Here's the truth of the matter.
Is that better?
Yes, when
Oh, okay.
when you rank high in a family season, which is month to month, it used to be like a family season actually went like 2.5 months. Thank you, Evie. But like it's been just every month, right? So when let's say we are number one for 15 for the first 15 days, our application rate goes through the roof, right? And let's say for whatever reason we go from 1 to 10, and let's say we've been 10 for 15 days of the second half of the season, our application rate goes down. So what that tells us is people just want to be with the people that are on top. It doesn't necessarily mean they always specifically want to be in their city. It's just they want to be in the top family. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So the people that join or the people that are looking to join, my recommendation is don't just join a family because they're number one at the time. Join a family that you feel you fit into. One of the benefits of having such a large family is there's so many different personalities that if you take the time to seek out the section of people you rock with, then you'll be good. Um, it's just like any real biological family. You don't rock with every cousin that is your cousin. You don't get along with every aunt or uncle. Hell, you might not even get along with your parents. But there is someone in the family that you find yourself gravitating to. And if you take the time to find that group, then you'll be good. Um, in smaller families, it's easier to find because a lot of times you can tell just from a family's name whether that family is going to be a good family for you. If you're ratchet and the family has a ratchet name, then you're probably going to fit into that family. But we're a diverse group. We have ratchet, we have non-ratchet, we have loud, we have quiet, we have funny, we have sarcastic, we have
hidden ratchet.
We have people that
bossy.
entertain.
We have bossy people.
We all got a little ratchet in us.
We have everything, but this is a part of being a large, diversified family. I never wanted us to be in a box. Never. So I remember a few months ago, another family leader told one of my members that they don't belong in Bear City because Bear City isn't a Black family. Now, this family leader that said that, they're in a box. Only a certain type of people are in that family. But that limits us. That limits our success. So, no, we aren't a particular family. We are a diversified family that'll welcome anyone as long as they don't bring in mess into the family. What are the benefits of the higher family levels? I would say this, just exposure. We're seeing more, again, because people want to know who's on top. And if the higher level you are, the more exposure you get. Fierce, I'll give this one to you. How do we build the family and what makes us a great family?
How do we build the family?
Yeah.
I would say definitely creating bonds within the family. I think that because we're a big family, people often feel lost, that they're not understanding that when you're new, and even if you're not new to the app, if you're new to the family, you have to put yourself out there. You have to visit people's broadcasts for people to get to know you. And it's not always about gifting each other. That means supporting each other. And we can't broadcast and say negative things. If you're feeling something negative about a family member or about the family, you should talk to somebody. You can talk to an admin, you can share, but like you putting it out there, it's what we try to avoid, because we try to avoid drama. So we try to build on relationships and positivity and not just, negative talk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone want to add anything to it?
I definitely agree with Fierce. Like seeing people, especially newer people in the family chat, having a negative connotation towards the family because they haven't met anybody yet. It goes the same way for them too. Like she said, you have to put yourself out there. And instead of having a negative feeling about it and voicing that, why don't you try to go into some people's lives and create an actual connection with those people? It doesn't mean you have to go in to Fred Viking's live and send him a shield just because he's in your family. Go into his live and ask him how his day was. Ask him, how long have you been in the family? Is there anything that I can do, to create better connections? Or maybe host a panel and invite some family members. It's all about putting yourself out there. If you really put BIGO into perspective, it is all just a small business in a virtual form. So if you're not supporting small businesses, then you really wouldn't understand the concept. But it's a circle. It's a never ending circle. If you don't put yourself out there and network, you're not going to have a strong circle. Thank you, pretty. That's all I got to say about that.
What she said.
What she said.
You good on that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just got to realize too that no one's bigger than the family. I don't care who you are, the family leader, the mama bear, daddy bear. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying anybody that has a chain of
Don't ever call me
command.
that again.
No, I'm not calling you that in that way. You got to remember, the family needs you. You don't need a family. They need people. So who are the people? That's me, you, and everybody. So without the people, you can't have a family. And people, nobody's bigger than a family. Nobody. I don't care who you are. That's right. It's collective. It's a family for a reason. Family means togetherness, not dictatorship or communist. It's nothing like that. Family means together. So everybody should be as one, and everybody should have a voice. And that's just something Bear City has. Everybody kind of has a voice to, say what they need to say. And if nobody makes themselves out to be bigger than the next person, no matter what your numbers look like, no matter how low your numbers are, how high your levels, everybody's respected in Bear City.
Or
That's a good point.
that's why, like, I could never get down with the whole charging people to get into the family. I never understood that. Never understood. I just can't wrap my head around it because I need y'all. Without y'all, my family is nothing. So why would I charge you when I need you?
There's one thing about
never
family,
understood that.
right? And there's one thing about families. If you join a family, the family reserves the right to have their rules because that's their family, whoever the family leader is. So, hey, if that's what they want to do, that's their family. And if you decide to join that family, you are agreeing to do what that family leader rules are because that's his family. People say it's not right, X, Y, and Z, but those are his or her rules who run the family. Either you join it or find you another family. Bear City doesn't charge people to get in a family. Some people do. I mean, that's just their rules.
We're going to be letting people up in a couple minutes for questions. Just give me, actually, right after this one, we'll do a segment of questions. Blue, this is for you. How to add quality members and keep them engaged and motivated. How big is too big? Really? How big is too big?
Is that really part of it? Okay, so gaining quality members. First and foremost, we like referrals from the people that we already have in the family because we kind of already know and have one step ahead of that. We already have a referral saying, okay, this person's a good person. We don't like any kind of bad business or, like Fierce said, drama. So we try to feed out that. When I go through applications, I look to see what kind of photos they're posting and what kind of content they might be posting or creating. And then I question them. What is your reasoning for wanting to be in our family? This is these are our expectations. No drama, help support family prestige. Don't over chat in our family chat, and basically keep it light, keep it simple, keep it friendly. So really keeping people engaged is the hardest part. I was just talking about this with Bam earlier because we've talked about having separate WhatsApp groups and this and that and blah, 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 and PK chat shares and all this stuff. But you can only lead a horse to water. I have tried multiple different ways to get people to be more active in PKs and go to each other's PKs and support each other. But all the PK share chats and motivational speeches can't help. You have to want to make those connections on your own. And if people are not active and not showing family support for so long, we remove them. And I would say too big would, I don't know. I don't know if it really could be too big. If it's a really large family full of quality people, I don't think that there's a number too big. But I do think that it gets a little harder to manage the more people that are in the family. I've noticed we've had over 300 people in our family at a time. And I have noticed that there can be a little bit of chaotic mess going on in the family chat and this and that, and it just seems a little overwhelming at times. But it's really on how you deal with the stress and you deal with the ups and the downs, like Bam said. And really, it's a popularity game. People don't care who you are, they care where you are. So if you're not on the top, they're getting frustrated because they're not being seen and not getting enough exposure and this and that. So I think really keeping people engaged is just trying to show them and lead by example. Go to the PK, support them, show them what it's like to really have a good experience on BIGO.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 5 people in the queue. If you could just like wave and let me know you actually want to come up and say something before I just start letting random people
Thank
up.
you, pretty.
Let me say this. This is key to everybody that's joined a family that's new. The family's job is not to get you to your tier. Just because you're join a family doesn't mean you're going to be automatically gifted to your tier. You have to get out here and work just like the rest of us. You have to network. You have to build yourself. You have to go meet people. Don't think just because I join a family, oh, I'm going to hit my tier automatically. It doesn't work like that. So a lot of people get the wrong idea. And I see a lot of new people. Oh, people don't come to my PK. They don't do this. The family don't do this. Well, like Blue said, are you engaging with the family? Are you going to sit with other people? And you got to understand also that this is real money. This is not monopoly money. I don't know you. So it's hard for me to sit here without knowing what kind of character you have to go to your PK and just go crazy when I don't know if you have the same type of, thing for me when it's my time. So a lot of new people join a family. Don't think that the family, oh, I'm in a family, I'm going to get to my tier. That's not what a family's for.
Or, all right, I'm just going to go down the list. Wait, Natalia, you said you had some.
Yes, it should be. I agree. It should be support back and forth. But at the same time, you're not just going to just look at it like if you're on the street. If somebody said, hey, I need $40, I'll give it back. You're not just going to randomly give it to somebody on the street. You're going to kind of, want to know more about that person, kind of see where that person's head is and, what kind of character that person is. You're just not going to say, oh, here's $100. Here you go, whoop-de-whoop. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. So
even outside of the family, though.
So
that's what I'm saying on the streets.
So what's a family for then? A family is a supplement to you being able to network and connect. It's like
the community.
It's like a high school club, if you will. If you join the high school chess club and you can't play chess, what's going to happen? Either someone's going to take the time to teach you, and you have to take the initiative to actually want to learn, or you're going to find out you don't belong there and you're going to leave. So the family that you join, and again, you should join a family where you feel your personality fits in. You can do that in a small family. It's easier to find the personalities that you rock with. And if you want to join a large family, you just have to, go around and see. Mm-hmm. Just feel out who you vibe with and who you don't. Just because you have a Bear City badge and a bear and a castle next to your name doesn't mean automatic support. It's up to you to utilize the resource, which is Bear City, for you to get to where you're trying to go. Nothing is handed to you. Nothing. You have to work to get it. Natalia, did you have anything specific?
I think also, like, I've seen a lot of times people give other people constructive criticism, and if you can't take constructive criticism, then I don't know what to tell you. Because my best example is like, Bam came in one of my room one day, and he straight told me, like, not in these words, but he's like, "You're an asshole. Like, you're mean." And so I was like, fuck, okay, well. And it's crazy because sometimes it works for me. I have days that I can get on and I can be an asshole and I can be on there cussing people out for not giving me beans, and they'll start throwing them like crazy. And then I have other days where they're just like, screw you. You know what I mean? So, but when he said it at first, I was just like, the audacity of him. But I really had to be like, okay, look, clearly he knows what he's talking about, because look at him and then look at me. You know what I mean? So me learning to be on an app where I can't use my body to make money was a challenge, sort of. You know what I mean? I know that I have the personality to do it, but, you know, being an adult film star, throw a titty in the camera and I'm good. I can't do that here. So I can say that if you can't take constructive criticism from your family members that are honestly just trying to tell you stuff to help you, like, you have to have thick skin on BIGO. You really do. You really do.
Hey, everybody that got questions, I'm reading them, but if someone's talking, I'm not going to answer them. Please, if you want me to answer your question, get in the queue. Come up. You don't have to cam up. You can stay cam down. I want to get to everybody. Natalia, are you done telling everybody I said you was a meanie?
I mean, I wasn't snitching you out. I'm just giving, that's the example. Like, if that, I appreciated it. At first, I thought, I was like, he's so mean. Like, I think I actually text Cola and I was like, Bam just told me that I'm mean. Like, but I really had to stop and think, like, you know what? Let me try being nice. And like, I would go in Blue's room and she'd be like, hi. And I'm just like, they're gifting her crazy. Let me try it one time and see if it works for me. Like, let me just try. Like, let's see what happens. And sometimes it works. I mean, hey, you know what I mean? But if
no, you can join the queue. Get in the queue. Click the phone at the bottom right, and you get in the
right
queue,
corner,
and then I'll bring them up.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
yeah, but I learned that taking constructive criticism, and I think the other thing is, like y'all been saying, networking, even with other families, like going in other, like, I like going to other panels. Like, when panels are up, I like going to multiple panels and meeting people, because those same people that you meet and become cool with will come to your room and throw on you, and it's just like a whole friend system. Like, you just get in where you fit in, pretty much.
I see you, bro. Hold on. Okay. Well, thank you for your insight.
Thank you, Natalia.
I don't know how to do this. Did she drop? Oh, no.
You go to
How
guest.
do you do that?
I can drop myself.
Go to where it says guest, and then you can click her off. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
All right, so I'm a female. It's just my brother got a whole Dalays wave going on. That's why I had to mess my profile. So I am a female.
You see how like got closer.
Let's get that out of the way.
You're really buff for a chick.
I've been dealing with that for like 3 weeks now. They're like, wait, you're a girl? Yes, I'm a girl. It's just my brother's profile. He has a whole Dalay wave going on, but I'll explain that later. Really, what I want to get into is high panel, first of all. Let me get that out of the way.
Hello.
So I am a part of a family who has, discovered talent or whatever the case may be. I've been part of this family since October of last year. Of last year? Of last year. Because I had my son. I just make sure I'm on the right timeline. My son is 7 months. I was pregnant. Yeah. So last year, October, I've been
2 months ago. You joined last year.
Yes. No, yeah. I'm just trying to get the time right. I don't want to go ahead and be speaking, false information. I just want to make sure that I was right. So I was pregnant when I was accepted into UCP family or whatever the case may be. Right. Now, beforehand, I was definitely one of those supporting people. I was just definitely supporting everybody and doing what I was doing and just putting my money on the app and supporting the people that I've seen, love their content, all of that. Boom. Got accepted to the family. Everything was everything, whatever. Fast forward to now, my founder decides they don't want to be the founder of family anymore. Might I mind you, we actually met each other outside of the app. We actually made a family trip, met each other personally, and outside of the app. So that was something that was, different from what I did not see on the app when it came down to BIGO or whatever. So my whole thing when it comes down to family, like she was saying, the support and everything else like that, like I'm new and I'm still learning BIGO. You understand what I'm saying? And even right now, unfortunately, I'm looking for a new family. It's terrible, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm definitely the one for the support, the tuning in. Like if you don't even have anything, like me, I'm a tapping ass. Like you gonna see me have like 500 taps out this bitch because I ain't got no money out here. Like I can't even throw you 100. I can't throw you a goddamn bowl. I don't even have a masonist in your ass. But guess what? You gonna see my taps. Like that's the type of person that I am. But I mind you, someone in my family has shared this live, and two of my family members is in here right now. So you got me and Lady K, who is in here, who is definitely like that's the way we do. That's what we is. That's what the fuck we do. You feel me? But unfortunately, I found her just wanted to go ahead and be an ass. Unfortunately, I don't want to say it like that because I still love my founder. But the way he did shit and how he did it is unfortunate. Hey, son, okay, there you go, Jamie. Yes, there you go. Hi, Jamie. Hey, baby.
Hi, guys.
Yes. So we definitely is about that. It's just unfortunate, and I'm not trying to go ahead and throw my founder under the bus or anything like that. I'm just saying when it comes down to the decisions, and I wasn't trying to do that. I'm not trying to be that type of person, but I'm a very honest person at the end of the day. You saying it's too late, yeah, but I'm just saying that's not what I want to do or trying to do. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You said what you said, you did what you did, and now you have everybody under you having to do what they have to do. You feel me? And that's fucked up and understandable at the same time. But at the end of the day, only thing I'm saying is that I have me and a few family members right now who is about that life, and not saying that, you have to add us to your family or whatever. I'm just saying that I do understand the family concept and everything that goes along with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's really all I'm just trying to say.
Anyone that is interested in joining, just go ahead and submit that application, and Blue will reach out to say what's up.
Lena's here too. Hey, boo. There's a few people in here that I already know. Hey, pretty, what's up? Hi, y'all.
So one thing I want to touch on what she said in the beginning about having a family that it's like what'd you say, talent oriented family?
It was discovering talent type of deal, because me, that's one thing I love about it, is because I used to sing, right? And I haven't really touched on singing too much at all in my adulthood, but I have a daughter who sings. And so I tried to, as being part of the family of talent, I tried to get ahead and tap into my inner singer. And I was trying to sing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, it was about that, but it was just basically discovering people who don't know that they have a talent to get ahead and bring out their talent type of deal.
Okay, so
even if you have a talent, it was just like
to put things into perspective as far as anyone listening, in regards to talent. If you come on BIGO, and I just keep it real. I don't care. I can diplomatically speak, but I keep it real. If you come on BIGO and nobody knows you, you could be the best singer in the world. Nobody's gonna care. That's the unfortunate part. But you could be the worst singer But if you got a huge following from somewhere else, these people will make you seem like you Whitney Houston.
That's true.
So social media, this is social networking, right? So if you can't be social, this isn't for you. Me singing isn't me connecting. So if you, the first thing you gotta do is connect. And then once you connect with your audience on BIGO and you sing, then you go live and you sing here and there. If you
It's
just
funny
live
that you say that.
singing, if you just live singing all the time, nobody
Right.
cares.
No, I hear
They want to
you,
get
and
to
that's
know
just-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And the crazy thing is, like you say that, and I've been on here, just doing PKs for like the last couple of weeks, just getting to know people and stuff like that because I'm a mother of 5. My content is definitely about family, being a mom, this, that, and third, whatever the case is. I got 4 girls, 1 boy. You know, there's just a lot that comes in with being a mom, if anybody's parent. You know what I mean? That comes with that. So for me, that was always been my content. But at first, it was always, something that never interested a lot of people. Or I didn't have a lot of people who was able to be interested in that type of content or whatever the case is. So I just been, browsing and PKing and matching and getting to know people. Like that's just been my thing since basically I became a host and been on here because I haven't met a lot of moms. I haven't met a lot of dads. I haven't met a lot of single dads or single moms or, that thing or whatever. And I'm not saying they have to be parents, but even at the same time, there's some people who got custody of their freaking nieces and nephews or custody of, adoption or whatever. I don't know. But I've always got ahead and took me and my content seriously because that's just me and my life and things that I connect with people with when it comes down to it. I'm a mother of 5. I've been a single mother of 3. Like, it's just, that's just the content I can bring. And it's definitely nothing but positivity because somebody says something to me along the lines of why I did not entertain something that somebody said to me on the panel. And I was like, what do I look like being a mother? And I believe everybody on that panel know I'm a mother of 5. What the fuck do I look like sitting here being ratchet and going off or whatever the case may be and approaching that person and being ignorant of a mother of 5? Like, what the fuck do that look like? That's just dumb. Like that, I'm not entertaining that. That's not what I'm doing.
But you have people on here
this is
that
not a regular panel though, so like we just want to watch the F bombs a little bit.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a scheduled BIGO event. Yeah.
You gotta.
Sorry, somebody else told me that too, and I'm so sorry. Cause I
want to say something about that.
I get my feelings.
We all know this like he said, this would be 1,000. What sells in the world? What do people like watching? And I don't have to say it, but drama, violence, and the S word. We know that. So, like he said, get your followers up, and then implement your singing into your followers coming to your live. If there are talent shows out there, join talent shows. They have auctions. They have all kind of stuff. Just be more active. Like you said, this is a social media platform. Social media means to socialize, not sit in a room. I'm not saying you do this, but people sit in a room. Anybody can sit on camera and play music and lip sync. That is not, I flip the channel real quick. I look at BIGO like a TV channel. I turn the channel, what interests me? What are they talking about? Boop, next channel. Boop, next channel. Boom. But there's an audience out here for everybody because there's so many people on the app. There are single moms out here. There are single dads out here. You just got to get out there more. Get out there a little bit more. Everybody can be successful on BIGO. I believe that because there's an audience for everybody. There's a church audience. There's a roasting audience. There's a drama audience. There's a singing audience. There's a talent audience. It's an audience for everybody. So you just got to get out there a little bit more, socialize a little bit more, get out your comfort zone. Go to panels that go to Canada, go overseas. BIGO is a worldwide app. I go to the Philippines sometimes and they sing their ass off. And them girls can sing.
Oh, yeah.
They just be singing. They be singing all day long. That's all they do. They sing all day. They don't worry about beans. They don't worry about nothing. They just sing, and they sound so clear when you hear them talk. They can't speak a lick of English, but when they sing, it's so clear. It's like, what the hell's going on? But just get out there more. But it's an audience for everybody on this app. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm still getting to know it, and I'm still, putting my content out there because it's not like I had started with the content. It's not like I got on here and had a content. It's not like I got on here and was prepared to be a host. Because I definitely wasn't on here prepared to be a host. I was on here to support.
But what is content? Sometimes I go on my live and I let the people in my comments dictate what we talk about. They'll bring up some shit and we just start talking about it. What is content? When you sit up here,
but when
you sit up here,
so for me, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
So for me, I'm saying when it comes to content, like I'm not out here to like. I'm not saying any streets, but I don't have a whole lot of freaking encounters to where I could jump on the app, even Facebook, any other apps, that I could be like, yo, you know what happened to me today, and this, that, and the third, and I could just talk and grasp people's attention and stuff like that. I'm in the house. I'm a house mom. I have 5 children. I'm in here. I cook, I clean, I do my thing, whatever the case is. It's not much entertainment for what I believe a lot of people to go ahead and be entertained by, that I can go ahead and grasp people's attention when it comes down to it. Like I said, it took me to be on this app for a little while to realize, you know what, there are a few people on this app, like you just said, that I can go ahead and do. So when it comes to what I say content is jumping on here and making the hours and that I need to make and just jumping on and grasping people's attentions to go ahead and either throw me beans or even jump into my live and have over 100 people on my live or whatever to grasp their attention. That's what I mean by content. So I don't even care what the topic is. Like you said, it could be somebody in the fucking I'm so sorry. In the comments. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
There could be somebody in the comments that go ahead and say something that go ahead and changes the subject of what you was talking about originally. But for me, what I'm saying is that I don't even really have too much to talk about originally to go ahead and even grasp a whole lot of attention sometimes. I'll be on it and I'll be like,
don't even worry about that.
My kids.
Well, my thing about it, but see, my thing about it is, you come to my live, some days we talk about shit and some days it's boring as hell. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, sometimes I have 200, 300 people in my room and sometimes I have like 70, but I don't care about that.
We're going to put this into perspective, right?
Right.
Hey, yo, Jim, I'm going to drop you down and let the next person up, okay?
Okay, no problem. That's fine.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
No, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. See, this is content right here. We're talking, engaging.
Okay, so
who's next?
Here's just to touch on the whole content thing. Watch this. The people with the most views every day on this app, you know what their content is? Other people's content.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The people with the most views every day, all they do is talk about other people. Mm-hmm. The same people every day. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about views. Worry about you and building a community for yourself. Okay? All right. Who's been the queue the longest? All right, we're gonna put a time limit on these things.
Go to the next question though. What's the next question? I know we got about 10 more questions.
Hold on.
They don't give me money.
What gets you money is not the views.
Connection.
It's who you connect with. The people
with the most views focus on
the people with the most views aren't the ones making the most money.
Right.
I promise you that.
They're probably spending the most.
I've seen people on 3,000 views sitting on 4 stars. If everybody in that
work on including your audience.
Right. Bring them up. Let them chat with you. Make them part of your
Ask
show.
them how their day is. Ask them what they want to see from you. Ask them what they want to know about you. Ask them anything. They just want you to make them feel seen and noticed. I mean, they can't tell. A lot of people get on here, they don't know if we can see them, if we can hear them, if we see their comments. If we don't, they have no idea what it's like to be on this side. So they
And
feel
if
appreciated
you,
when you call them out.
yeah, and if you if you don't have that following and you're live, more than likely you're not going to have people just coming in talking to you. So what you need to do is you need to go and find people that you feel like, wow, this person is cool. You might have to take that initiative to do
Well,
that.
it's another thing too, Bam. I think it's one of our questions about content. You have to utilize also, BIGO gives all of us in our room tools to boost our rooms or bring more people to our rooms. You have to be creative. Be creative in your titles. Be creative. Use the tools that BIGO has given you. Get up there on that heat list. And I know sometimes like what are those things? The lotteries. Don't use a lot of them. Use a lottery to boost your room. Get up on the heat list, and that'll bring people from the heat list. Like you'll start seeing all these people enter your room. Hey, this person's from the heat list. This person. That's your opportunity to grab their attention and hold them. You got to hold them. You got to figure out. I got them here. Now I have to hold them. You don't want to do a lot of lotteries. I'm telling you because of the outer region beings. But it doesn't hurt to do a lottery. Boost your room. Bam has a button up there right now. He can boost this room by his name. I don't know if a lot of people know that. It'll boost your room for like what 20? Is it 20 or 30 minutes?
They do 30 minutes.
Use the tools that BIGO gives you to try to make you successful because they give you some tools on here.
You just got to explore and learn.
One other key, share it alive. Tap the screen. All that helps. I'm telling you.
There are people in the queue. Again, if you want to come up, I'm going to start the next round of questions that BIGO gave us. If you have something to say, please just raise your hand in the comments and I'll let you up. How to manage all the work that comes with managing a family.
That's your question.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. As always, it's stressful. It's so stressful. Like people have no idea what I go through every single day. No idea. It gets to the point. One time, and this was actually recently, and I'm man enough to admit it, BIGO made me cry. I was so frustrated with BIGO. I actually like cried, not like boo-hoo, like a little person. Like, not like boo-hoo, like a baby, but like, yo, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's hard when you're managing so many people because my biggest thing about Bear City and Timeless Legacy Agency is it's not about BAM. It's about everyone that surrounds BAM. If I was selfish, this would be easy money, short-term money, but it would be easy money. But I put other people first. I lose sleep over this. I lose sleep over it because this isn't a 9 to 5. This is a 24/7, 365 day of the year gig. And if you can't handle it, you're not going to make it. It's frustrating. So how to manage all the work that comes with managing a family is patience, it's understanding, it's life, BIGO work balance, the most important part of all of that is your circle, your support system. Who do you have working with you? I can't do it by myself. It's too much.
And yep.
It's too much. And for those people, for those family leaders, for those agency owners that want to be selfish and greedy and keep everything for themselves, you won't make it. Or your limits how far you make it. It's you have to have a strong support system. You have to be able to delegate. And you have to have people that understand the position that you are in, as in me. My people need to understand what I go through every day in order to want to continue to help take the load off of my shoulders. That's how we do it. That's how we manage such a large agency family. That's how we do it. Again, if you have a question and want to come up, please do the wave thing. How to choose the right family for someone new. Who wants to take that one?
You want it, Blue?
Yeah, I mean, take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. I mean, really, like, it's about connecting with people on a natural level. If you start connecting with people on a natural level and notice that they all have the same badge, well, then you might wind up wanting to be in that family. You know, so maybe go around, ask questions, kind of get a feel for the families, see what they're about. Watch the big broadcasters, watch the leaders, watch the members. See if those are people that you would actually be with in real life. Personally, I streamed for about 3 months solo before I chose a family. And I solely chose the family because my friend Elena joined it, and it happened to be Bam's family. And I did that, and I followed who I felt I truly was vibing with and could trust, and I knew was good business, not shady. And I chose to join that family, and now we're all working towards being together towards the top. So I would have to say, if you really trust your gut and listen to, you know, people's reputations and watch them, you can see people's demeanors on their live. If you watch long enough, you'll start to learn. That would be my advice.
Anybody else?
No, that pretty much sums it up right there. Follow the family
that taxes go do a 1099.
Huh?
No,
How do I do a 1099?
No, someone said taxes on BIGO. It is your responsibility as a responsible adult to file your taxes accordingly. Check with your CPA.
Oh.
No, BIGO does not send out 1099s.
Yeah, but
thank you, Jeff. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, Blue summed it up. Just you know who you, like she said, follow somebody that you would hang with in real life. You know, sit on a panel a couple days, see how they move, see if you could vibe with them, because there's a family for everybody. You got roasting families that people like to roast. You got drama families, people like drama. You got families that are all about PKs. You got families that don't do PKs. So it's a family on here for everybody. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like he said, find a group of people, family or subsection within a family, that you would rock with in real life, because it's more common than one would think. You actually have a high probability of meeting each other. I've met Blue, I've met Fierce, I've met Jack Crispy, Elena, I've met Hennessy, I've met so many people from this app. that I never thought I would meet. You never know. That's how you do it. Um, Pretty. All right, Pretty, you've been okay. What's up, girl?
Hi, Blue.
Hello.
Hi, Pretty.
Oh shit.
How are you? I followed everyone, by the way. So I am a co-founder of a new family, and my question is, how do we go about strategically growing our family monthly? Like, with setting up certain types of PKs, because I know there are certain things that certain families do to like get there.
Okay, so I'll just say what I did. Right. When I started Bear City, I didn't want to. I didn't want a family. Remember, I said that I didn't want one, but it was time. It was time for me to get one. Right. Oh, let's just do it for then go dead. If go comes back on. So I said, when the time does come for me to start a family, which it just like happened. Oh, he swiped. Okay, hold on, bro. Wait, what happened? Shit. I said we will not be. This was me talking to myself. I said I'm going to start this family, Bear City. We will not be a mediocre family. It was my mindset. I said if I start my own family, there are over 4,000 families, and I told myself that if I start this family, we will not be mediocre. We started the family. People from the family that I was in came with me. Other people that knew I was starting the family joined. And from there, it was us. It was the originals that took it upon ourselves to do what needed to be done. So what did I do? Nothing specific. Nothing. I said the only way to move up in family prestige, the only way to be recognized as a top family is through family gifts. That's it. And it baffles me that people just can't grasp that concept. It's baffling to me. I want a top family, but all you want to do is send that cute shit. Oh, by the way, BIGO, make your family gifts cuter, and then more people
Please,
would
and
send
thank you.
those. BIGO, cuter, bigger animations. Okay, BIGO. And bring back the family gambling
Bring back
gifts.
the pedal rain.
Yes, the pedal
those
rain. I
back.
love that.
Okay. Y'all shut up. I'm talking to BIGO. Bring it back. Okay, cuter.
No. See, Bam, if they keep them cute, other families won't never throw family gifts, and we'll stay on top.
BIGO, keep the cute shit away from the family section. I'm just playing. No, but that's it. If you are a family, and let's just say you got a handful of people, then that is up to y'all to just family gift like a mom. Just family gift. Everything's a family gift. That's it. That's the only way to move up. It's not rocket science. When you do PKs, if there's just a handful of y'all, make sure y'all support each other with family gifts. When you're in a family and you have family members supporting you and you get sent a family gift, for each being that's received, the points are double. They're double. See, pretty, you're not in my family. If you send me a family gift, I get a point, you get a point. You get a point for sending. You get a point for sending. I get a point for receiving. If Pretty was in Bear City, oh no, if Blue sends me a family gift, she sends me a mace, we get 2 points. Done. Because we're in the same family.
No, it been good.
here's
hold
the
on,
thing.
hold on, stop right there. You want event gifts? I just want to put something in perspective. Do you know how many event gifts you have to get just to get the few beans that BIGO are going to get you?
I'm gonna keep my.
Seriously, you have to get a lot of event gifts.
You got to
So
do
this
it
people
right.
that
Is
go
all
off-
I'm saying. You got to do it
Exactly.
right. And if and,
So what's
and
the point
yeah.
if you're not going to get anything from it? Do I get any with family gifts? Yes. You boost the family up and you give the family opportunity to do bigger PKs.
Do you get anything?
I mean, you
with
don't get
family
anything
gifts?
out of getting. You don't really get any. You don't get a lot out of getting event gifts in your solo live or in a small PK anyway. All you're getting is the excitement of getting a cute gift. So
Yeah. And
really,
for
let's
those
talk about
that,
it.
for those with the mindset of, well, what do I get out of it? If you're in Bear City, it's not about you. Just like Bear City isn't about me. Bear City is about us. So if you're in Bear City and you want to help us continue to move up, then your responsibility as a Bear City member is simply to ask and send family gifts. That's it.
You just made this a whole lot easier for me. The other questions that I needed to ask you were already answered. I really appreciate this. Is very insightful. I love this.
Oh, you,
Well, this is
I mean, you got to understand. You got to ask Bam. When he first met me, I was yachting it up. I only threw yachts. I'm serious. You can ask him. I had a yacht PK, a 50-box yacht PK. And then he's like, man, you got to let go of them family gifts. And it's hard, but I was like, man, fuck it. I got to do it. It's not about me. It's about the family.
Fudge it.
And I'm gonna say something without saying it. For those people that like sending yachts and shit, y'all are losing money. I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's how
if you don't know why, come holler at me. I'm gonna teach you something.
I'm gonna come right to your inbox. Follow back to you.
That would be $59.
I'd rather get 4 dragons.
That would be $59.99 at the door when you leave. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You're losing. Understand this. You can't outsmart BIGO. BIGO, I know I can't do it. You can't outsmart BIGO. This is $1 billion company, publicly traded on the stock market. They have geniuses around the world running this operation. You can't outsmart them. And if you do get away with it, guess what's going to happen the next month? They're going to change the fucking rules. That's why rules keep changing, y'all. Open your eyes. This is why all these changes keep happening, because people are trying to manipulate and abuse the system. You can't. You're only hurting yourself and us. Just follow the rules.
Follow the rules. Follow the rules.
Will do.
But my thing is, people, when they change the rules, people are like, why'd they do that?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because you were screaming about it on your live.
Maybe. Right. But anyway, that's another story for another time. How many more questions we got?
Well, thank you for your time. I'm going to hop down now. But
later,
Blue.
Let me follow you back. Hey, pretty. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. Oh my God, it is you. I thought so. Hi.
This one is for Fierce. Strategies for PKs.
Ooh.
She's the perfect one for this.
Dang.
Every day, all day long.
Right. So, now that I've moved away from event gifts, I would say, yeah, well, you know what, I wasn't in doing big boxes at the time, so I had to do my thing. I was getting my money, but anyway.
All right, y'all making this too complicated.
At the end of the day, you just have to be smart about it. First of all, know your opponent. Okay? It's all about checking their numbers check their numbers, okay? And be prepared. If you know you have a PK, why are you waiting till the time that you have a PK to get a damn replacement?
Mm-hmm.
The people that are gonna drop on you if you having support, maybe they got shit to do. They ain't got all day sometimes to wait the 20 minutes for you to get your life together. Okay? Secondly, make smart decisions. Don't make business decisions with people who you just met. You don't make a 40K, 60K, 80K decision with somebody you just met. You can't support each other like that. You can't. You have to start off by knowing each other.
Yeah, don't get into detail.
The first date.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
That's right. The first date. You take it.
Exactly.
You take a shorty out. You take a shorty out to McDonald's, and you be like,
the
hey,
number
you want cheese with that burger, right? And she like, yeah, I want cheese. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, good, something like that. You ain't gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna take you home and smash, right? That's not how you gonna be. Dudes be like that now, like cool as hell. You know,
Dang,
like,
I was gonna say more
ease
like,
away.
exactly, like, you know, if you buy somebody a burger, okay, you hope you get one back, because sometimes you're gonna get the fries and you're gonna end up real disappointed, because if you get a Five Guys, there's a big difference in the price.
Where are we going with this?
And always,
we talking about
always.
price. You talking about a whole different story.
We're talking about
PK
PK strategy.
We're talking
Right.
about PK
Not
strategies.
French fries.
Yeah.
Not
Right,
Five
but
Guys.
I was comparing.
too
I was
long.
comparing support. I was comparing support.
Oh shit.
One rule about PKs too, y'all. Like she made a good point. Some people can have an emergency. I always have some backup just in case if you're trying to win.
Mm-hmm.
I always have somebody on standby, and I always keep you one sniper on deck. I always have that sniper in the cut, depending on what PK it is.
Okay, we got Blended. Erin, I'm gonna let you up.
I'm a retired sniper, but my services are available for a price.
All right, what you got, Blended? We got 1 minute. What's up?
Not you
What's on your
retired.
mind?
Hello, everyone.
I'm
Hello, how's
semi-retired.
everybody doing? I have a
Hey,
question
Aaron.
about the PK replay. I have a question about that PK replacement. Like I had a couple I have done, and like in 2 days, and I had someone that my opponent did not show up, but I did everything. Like I notified them. I even sent them a message, letting them know, hey, you got a PK with me today, you know, so and so. So, but they didn't show up. Now, you're saying that we need to have a plan B in case that situation arise, right? You have to have something kind of like a backup. Now, what can you do in a situation where you can't use your family, right? You can't have your family as a replacement. It depends on what kind of PKs you have, right? That you can have your family as replacement.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Family PKs, you can't have your family as a replacement.
You can't
the
get
biggest
anybody
thing
that
is getting
anybody that you follow.
anyone outside the family. You can ask in the agency chat, is there someone outside of this family that can be my opponent? Or creating connections outside of the family and saying, hey, would you mind ever filling in for me if I need a replacement? Because Pierce and I both have had to learn to do that. And it's a little uncomfortable, but I mean, we're so used to being like, hey, can you fill in for me? Hey, can you fill in for me?
Yeah.
And now they took that option away from us. So now we've been trying to kind of expand outside of the family for that reason.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. So that means, I don't, I personally, I don't like to do PKs, but I do it because I have to do the quota, I have to meet my quota for my family. And that's another way of me getting, I try to do one per month
You in Bear City. Bear City don't have no quota.
Yes, I know that. I know I'm in the Bear family, but I'm just saying, like, I try to just get my quota done and, and I try to do one, but I just want to know, like, how do you go around, all of that if you come into situations like that? Like I have done that. I have like talked to people that are outside my family, just in case that does come about where you can't get your opponent. And that have been working, but then sometimes they come up with, they have something that comes at the last minute as they self. So then you have to look for people. And that's another thing, you have to look for somebody filling that.
Well, here's
but
I'm glad y'all told me that though.
A little nugget as to why you shouldn't follow everybody on the app for a reason like this. right? If you're following people that you actually like want to network
Connect
with
with.
or that you want to vibe with or just then when you just click that PK list, you can see who's online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just click it.
Okay.
And then there's a couple of questions you could ask. A is, would you mind sitting in on a 20-minute PK with me? If they say yes, that's fine.
Okay.
The next question is, thank you.
Yep, that's
Thank
what I
you for
do.
the gifts. The next question is, you need to make sure they didn't do that PK that day already or scheduled to do that PK.
Okay.
Because
That's the one that didn't know that part there.
You can't replace someone that's already done that PK or is going to do that PK, that specific PK.
Okay.
So those are two things that, you see who's online and then you just click it. If they say no, you move on to the next one. They reject your line, you just move on to the next one. That's that.
And sometimes,
okay, because yeah, okay. My problem is, yeah.
Your problem is what? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry about it. Oh, okay.
No,
my problem is that when I'm not sure if
I knew it was gonna happen.
I think we're lagging.
Wait a minute. Stop
it's
it.
like I can hear you say something and then it's like lagging. I don't know. Okay, go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Sometimes you got to realize too, you're not going to be able to you'll miss a PK here and there, so you won't be able to find anybody. So sometimes it's like
right. Yes, that have happened to me because I had a point where I couldn't get it done, and I had to okay, well I can't find a replacement, but I do try before I do all of that. I try to look for a replacement. I just don't give up, because I had 2 in 2 days, and I was and they were big PKs. They were not I had one yesterday and I had one today, and they were 80% and things like that. So today was 50%, but I was just trying to find somebody. Today I didn't have I had my right opponent, but yesterday I had to find a replacement, which was oh my God.
Here's the biggest
but some of the Bear fans did show up.
The biggest thing I want you to
But
understand.
I do thank y'all guys for letting me know. That was very informative.
You are scheduled for a PK and your opponent doesn't show up, don't stress out about it.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Okay.
Your opponent didn't show up. If you find the replacement, cool. If you don't, your opponent didn't show up. There's nothing you can do.
And you've done everything in your power to try to do it. If you still don't do it, hey, it's another day.
Oh, so that don't count against? No, that was okay. That don't count against you if you just don't.
No.
Yesterday. Okay, because I'm talking about the PK from yesterday. I had to go and find a replacement, and it was but I did get somebody. I got a guy that did the replacement with me, but from another family. But it was I was just concerned about. But he was nice about it to do the PK with me. Okay. All right. Thank you for clarifying that with me. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, boss. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
See you. Bye. Take care, everyone. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope y'all have a happy New Year's.
All right, you too, especially you in the background. All right, she getting coached in the background. Okay, so the next question, this is for Blue. What are the best ways to get exposure and also the best ways to build a positive organic following?
The best ways to get exposure: posting on the bar, having a very catchy title to your live, having a unique and capturing photo to your live, doing live houses and asking people to follow you. I mean, it's really just about getting into the community. Throw yourself into the community to get more exposure. The live houses, the new houses, the PKs, the multi events, start doing stuff like that. Organic following. I would say the biggest successor on organic following is being yourself. If you look at the people who have thousands of people in their room, they're not doing anything fancy, but they are themselves and they have a following for people who like them for being them. That's going to be the most long lasting, the most consistent way to gain an organic following. Another thing that I notice a lot of streamers forgetting to do is engage with your audience. They're not just there to look at you, they want to talk to you. And like I said before, they want to feel seen, they want to feel like they're being interacted with. They aren't on here just for shits and giggles. They want to be entertained. So that's what they're here for. If you are singing on your live, make sure you're singing to your audience. Include Honey Money in your song that you're singing. Include, Bam or Curly Mo when you're saying little funny things. Change the lyrics up. Be creative. You might feel like you don't have any content, but sometimes just your conversation and just the way you interact with people is enough content to get you to where you need to be. So I would say the organic thing is definitely connecting with the people in your stream and not just focusing on the streamers around you. Don't only focus on building relationships with other streamers, focus on building it with your viewers as well, because they're here for a reason as well, to support you. So that would be my biggest advice.
To touch on what she said about engagement, again, let's put things into perspective from the past. When these celebrities come on BIGO, the first month they see a new celebrity is on BIGO, everyone is throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this celebrity. And they don't acknowledge, they don't pay attention, they're not like engaged. After that month, things slow down because the shock and surprise of that person being on BIGO has worn down. And then next thing you know, they're gone. Like, you'll be like, hey, so-and-so used to be on BIGO, really? Yeah, for like a month.
Yeah.
It happens every single time. You have to connect with the audience. For the most part, every day when I go live, I'm in the gym working out. I'm not really paying attention because I'm focused on my workouts. So I don't really have nobody in there, right? But as soon as my workout's over, if I'm still live and I go get in my car and I put my phone in the holder and I start like paying attention to the camera, now people want to start coming in and rocking with me. Because
I noticed
I'm
that.
paying attention to them. Hey.
When you're live and you have less than 100 people in your room, I know you're working out. But if you have more than 100 or 200 people in your room, I know you're talking to the camera. So it does show. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. Can you share some of your strategies on how to reach your quota each month?
All right, strategy. I'll start it out. I'm sure y'all will add something. Strategy number one: every bean counts. I don't care if you get 10 beans in one day. Every bean counts towards your quota. Number two: just because you see low levels come in your room, speak to them. Make them feel welcome. Speak to everybody. Have a Chick-fil-A type of attitude. They're always happy at Chick-fil-A. That'll help you reach your quota. Use your signs. I use my stickers. Hey, set goals for yourself, daily goals. If you know your quota is 40K, divide 30 into 40K and see how many beans you need per day just to hit 40K and try to make those goals. That's what I used to do when I first got on the app. I know I need 1,300 beans a day or whatever the number was to hit my goals. And I had it on my thing. Okay, I just need to get to 3 stars every day or 2.5 stars every day. I got my 40K goal. I set goals. If you're having a bad live, get off the live, take a break for 30 minutes, come back with a new title. You'll get a whole new plethora of people in your room. You got to use all these different strategies.
That's great advice,
Right. And I guarantee, and you got to work. At the end of the day, you got to work. And be right, Allie, consistent. You have to work. You can't sit there and have a thing at the ceiling fan thinking you're going to get your quota. Like you say, engage, socialize, and talk to people. You'll be surprised the more that you are yourself that people are willing to help you achieve your goals on this app. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Y'all can add to
and
that.
Also understand host. We work together. It's like a big melting pot. And we keep the pot stirring by supporting each other. So if you're a host, and I'm going to say this, for the most part, please take that and hold it close. For the most part, if you're a host and another host is gifting you, they're not gifting you out of the kindness of their heart. For the most part, they're gifting you, and really what that's doing is that's an invitation to start helping each other. So if they gift you, then you go, you give them. And then from there, you start building and people start seeing what's happening. So people start seeing, oh, well, I rock with this person, but I don't know that person, but that person is rocking with the person that I rock with. So now I can rock with that person too. And then it's a matter of just building from there, right? If hosts are gifting you, I don't care what these top broadcasters are saying, it's not organic. Because guess what happens? If that person is gifting you and you don't go back to that person, guess what's going to stop? That person coming to see you. You got to keep the pot stirring. And if you have a non-host, a supporter gifting you, then that person is going into their pocket from the money that they earned from their job, and they're giving it to you because they enjoy your company. So that person at that moment should be your best friend. You have to build connections, not just with hosts and non-hosts, like since different types of connections. That's it. It's a networking system, social media, socializing. We socialize in more ways than one. We socialize by giving. We socialize by sharing. We socialize by tapping. We socialize in dialogue. Social media.
Hey, what's up, Reese?
Harry.
Jay, buddy, you got a question or a comment? A lot of these questions that are left, we touched on, but some were a while ago, so I'll just go through some of them.
Touch on them again.
Did we do? Can you share some of your strategies on how to reach? Yeah, we just did that. What do I think is needed to remain in the top 50 in the region? We spoke about that. The only way, there's only one way to rank high in family prestige. One way. Family gifts. That's it. That's one of the things BIGO makes simple.
It's a test question, guys. One person. Can we get an answer?
That's it.
Pop quiz.
One answer to this question now.
What are some of the best tips to make money for yourself and your family? I'm not answering that.
Me either. Don't tell your family you're on BIGO. That's how you make money for yourself.
No, it's BIGO family.
Our family here.
I know. What do you mean make money for the family? We can make money for the family?
What are some of the ways to make money for yourself and your family? Well, let me address that one. You can't make money for the family.
Yeah, that's what I was
asking.
asking.
That means is supporting each other. But as a family, like people think I get like this astronomical amount of extra money for being the leader of Bear City. No, there's nothing. Don't be fooled, folks. There's no extra compensation that I get a couple of dollars. I mean, not like front. I get a couple of dollars. A couple, three, a couple. There's some, but it's nothing like it used to be. Because BIGO changed the rewards like a year ago, over a year ago. It used to be very, very good. But hey, we ride the wave. It is what it is. It's good TV. How to create engagement in BIGO.
You went over that. Interact.
Just that one, right?
Yeah, we just did that question.
Yeah,
New
conversation,
users,
being
advice,
social.
Advice for new users.
Well, I feel like we went over that a little bit too. I mean, taking your time, getting to know people, exploring
I'm gonna say this for new users, and this is what I did. I tell every new user, when you open a profile, this is how I look at it, and people have different perspectives. Hey, you sign up, put your name like my name, go live. You just open a business. So anybody that runs a business or knows a business, work to get your business started. That means you have to network, you have to advertise, you have to go out here and put in more hours that you're going to get back at the beginning. You're not going to get the pay that what I'm saying is you'll put in 8 hours, like you get capped at 2, do 6 or 8 hours. You're trying to get your brand out here. You're trying to brand yourself. You're trying to get people to follow you. You're trying to get the people interact. You're trying to socialize. So you're at the beginning, put in those hours. You might sit in a live by yourself a couple hours, get off, come back on, go to other people's lives. It's just like starting a business. Put in the work at the beginning. You will be the recipient of the awards at the end. And that's what I tell new people. A lot of people think it's supposed to fall in their lap in 2 weeks. Like they're supposed to be millionaire tier hitters in 2 weeks. Now, if you got the money to invest, yeah, of course. I ain't gonna say invest the money to put on BIGO and recharge and all that. Yeah, but BIGO takes time to build up. It takes time. It's not an overnight success type deal all the time.
And Go just used a very, very important word that is commonly misused. And that word is investment.
That's why I changed it. It's not an investment. Like, go, recharge.
Think if I put money on the app and I send it, I just invested. No, you just gave away. When you invest, you have an expectation of a return. And if you are investing blindly, you will lose your shit. So there's a difference between investing and giving away. Most people that I've found give away, thinking they're investing. If this was easy, everyone would do it. everyone would be successful on the app. There's a method to the madness. And guess what? There's different methods. It's not a one-stop shop. And no one can teach you what works for you. That's up to you to figure that out. No one taught me anything when I got here.
Ooh.
No one helped me. In fact, people tried to stop me. The top people at the time told people to not help me because I was doing too good. I was too new to be doing too good. That happened. So it's up to you to find the method that works for you. Stop using that word investment.
Yeah, everybody's journey is different, completely different.
Right.
I mean, you could start on the app and learn how to make it your own way in a week, and you could get on the app and not figure things out for months. That doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just different path for everybody.
Shut up, Mo.
Different
girl, Erin, did you want to come back
strokes.
up? Did you have more?
Oh, man.
We're pretty much like wrapping up the questions that BIGO wanted me to answer. So we're kind of like free balling it right now.
We're winding down.
Do a Q&A for the last 15 minutes.
We're free balling with sweatpants on, which is jangling. Well,
We jingling, baby.
Jangling.
Go ahead, baby.
Jangling,
baby.
It is the holidays.
Okay, Mo.
Early Mo.
Okay, Curly Mo.
What's up, guys? Happy New Year.
What you want?
Happy New Year.
So, yeah, I just want to say personally, being on the app for like 4 months now, I learned everything from Beer City. And it's very, very easy to learn from Bam and Blue and all the admins and even go. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Thank you. Now get down.
Yeah.
Thank you, Curly
My
Mo.
internet is really bad. So people don't just wanna come to Beer City. They wanna leave their agencies to come to Beer City agency. You know, they text me. Serious.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Can't do
So
that.
for real. Okay, that's
Do
all.
we reset? No. No one that I closely associate with resets their numbers.
No,
Why?
we're not ashamed of what we do.
I want to know why people reset their numbers for what? What's the point? Exactly.
Well,
Why are you hiding?
I know.
Well, the thing about it is, why are you worried? I mean, if you worry about what other people think or people watching, this is crazy. I thought Curly was
So
hiding.
here's how dumb people are, right? This really happened, right? So someone's sends was way higher than their receipt, which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like way higher, right? But this person has a really, 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 really big ego. So this person reset his or her numbers, but was SVIP like 3 and had the badge, but had no sense. I'm like, oops. I'm like, hey, genius. You have to send out a certain. My phone's at 10%. I think we'll make it. You have to have. If you switch fans, no, you don't have to reset.
No.
Only VIP points, you can reset your numbers. VIP points, right? So I'm like, you're SVIP, but you have like no sense. It's like, hey, you just gave, yeah.
More people pay attention than you know.
Yeah, but it's so obvious too. Like that was so obvious. It's simple.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got an VIP badge right there, and you got no sense.
But that
Like,
person is still fairly new and probably doesn't even think about that because they're so caught up in their ego that all they're thinking about is the way that the numbers look.
yeah.
Honey.
So
Thank you.
that's that. Okay. Mo, get down.
All right.
Bye,
Thank you,
Mo.
guys. Have a
Bye, Mo.
I have a quick question. I've been struggling with cashing out. So I recently cashed out, not knowing that. Well, I didn't have a cash out option on my phone, on my new phone. So when I try to cash out on my new phone, it would not allow me to do so. But then when I use my old phone with my old account, it had a cash out, a cash out button for me to cash out my beans so I can get cash out. So I was trying to figure out why doesn't it show up on my new phone, but it showed up on my hosting account, it showed up, but on my old phone, it did not show up at all, my original account. And I was able to get $2,000 out from me cashing out for my beans the whole time of me being hosting. So I was just trying to figure this out.
Hold on. How many beans do you have in your old account?
Well, the thing is, my old account is before I became a host, so that's my old account.
Right. Well, I'm asking, how many beans are in your old account?
Now I have to go back and look.
How many?
I don't know off the back of my head.
If you don't have over six,
I think it's 6,700. No, they sent me a check for $2,000, so they gave me my money, but I had to go through that to get my money. I had to use my old account to get money, which I didn't understand. That didn't make any sense.
Your old.
What do you mean the old?
You're talking about two separate accounts.
She's saying that on her new account, she had to go through her old account in order to get her post pay.
Right. Like I didn't understand
what she's saying. No, and I don't know why.
That didn't make sense to me either because I have my old account is with me before I became a host. That's my original
that's
account
why it don't make sense.
With my phone.
Exactly.
And my new account, where I got my new phone with me being a host, it didn't give me an option, a cash out option, so I can cash out my beans. And I already talked to, BIGO help, feedback. I send them all of that information. I gave them a snapshot of it. I mean, but I did get my money though. I did reach out, but through the other phone, it was just weird. 2 days ago,
you're not talking about two accounts. You're talking about logging into your main account from your old phone.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not talking about two different accounts. I'm talking about logging into my old phone with my new hosting account to be able to get the cash out.
She is talking about two accounts. She's talking about a non-host account and a host account. She's talking about her first account.
Well, I'm talking about two different phones, actually.
No, she's not.
Okay, but
two different phones.
But you're not saying two.
So
she just said my host account, right?
She did say that. That's why I was confused.
She said two different accounts.
And then
the
she said
phone
two
that I'm
different
talking
accounts.
to you guys on right now is my host account. Yeah. So the phone that I'm talking to you right now is my host account. So this is the phone I'm using, and this phone here doesn't have the cash option button. You know how where you can select to be cash exchange reward? It doesn't show at all on my phone. But when I go to my another phone where I have my old account on, it shows that cash reward exchange. So
see, she's saying old and new account.
Yeah. We'll talk tomorrow. Message me
but
tomorrow.
They did pay me.
You can talk.
Yeah, they did pay me though. They paid me 2 days ago when I used my other phone, so I did get that.
But you said you messaged BIGO feedback. So what did BIGO feedback say the problem was?
Well, they told me that I had it in there and I'm able to cash out. I had enough to cash out, so that's why I use my old phone. And I just say, well, I'm just going to use my old phone and see if it has the cash reward exchange. And I was able to get $2,000 in my deposit in my bank account
Right.
2 days ago. So it did.
Right.
So it did
So
work.
you cashed out.
But I had to use my other phone.
Is there a delay with our phones?
Yes, a
It
lag.
might be
You can hear a
because
lag.
I can't really hear you until like us.
Okay.
But I did leave some in.
Okay.
Can y'all guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
So message me now in Discord with a screenshot of your wallet with how many beans you have in your wallet. You can send that to me now.
Okay, even if I already got they deposit the money already.
Okay, so
they already gave me $2,000. I just left the rest in my account. I didn't take all of it out.
From your host account on your new phone, send me a screenshot of your wallet.
Okay, boss. I'll do that because I was confused. I was like, what is going on? But yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Hey, Noah, what's up, girl? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Okay. We got
5
minutes.
And I won't see y'all till next year if the Lord say the same. The good Lord say the same.
Holy Lord.
Oh, well, let me thank BIGO. BIGO, thank you for the opportunity to have us up here to speak on the questions that you gave Bam. Thank you. I heard we're getting 1 million beans a piece for this. Thank you, BIGO. I'll be looking for that. and we making that shit. And we stayed cammed up the whole thing, and we stayed the 2 hours. Now what?
Boom. Well, somehow we covered that in less than 2 hours. I don't know how, but that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's time. Go give me some cane.
Hey, yo, BIGO, y'all still in here?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, BIGO.
An hour and a half would have been good.
BIGO, y'all still here? They're not gonna answer. I know y'all here. I know y'all watching.
They're all like.
And for all of y'all listen, if you do something on BIGO, and then before and after you do it, you'd be like, should I do this? Or should I have done that? You probably shouldn't have. And BIGO knows everything. Everything.
They see you.
BIGO
they see you when they're sleeping.
Y'all been in here watching.
They know when you're awake. BIGO knows if you bad or good. So be good for goodness sake.
Every single bean comes from. BIGO knows. Don't try and be hot on BIGO because they're gonna catch you. I just be following the rules and shit. Who sent that to?
Thank you, Club. Thank you.
Oh, I guess that was to her. Y'all have a sick New Year. No. Everyone have a well New Year.
Sick.
COVID is messing people's lives up. Honey money. I'm very technical. I'm just playing.
Funny money, honey money.
You got a bone to pick with me. Bow tie. Bow tie? Oh. Okay, I got one more thing before we get out of here.
Thank you.
We're all adults. Or you should be an adult. If someone in Bear City does something to offend another person, don't bring that to me. I don't care. I don't care. And I ain't gonna do nothing about it. I'm either gonna A, ignore you, or B, tell you take your gripes to that grown woman or man that you got a bone to pick with. Y'all be messaging me with some founder to founder. I just wanted to let you know that one of your members was disrespectful to one of my members.
Oh, this has happened more than one time.
God damn. BIGO's a grown person game, y'all.
Don't come to me with that.
Don't bring that shit. Don't bring that stuff over here.
Uh-oh.
Get on in the back.
Smack. If Blue said it, it's true. I don't remember.
Get on in the back.
But she got
I
get
forgot
on
what
in the
it
back.
was. I think we were PKing or something, and you said something. I forgot what it was. It's been too long now. We needed this bone picked like last week.
Well,
we got 1 minute left.
1 minute.
Now it's time.
Anybody want to come up?
Goodbye.
Say goodbye
To all my fellow friends. MIC. See you real soon. KEY. Why? Because we love you. MOUSE.